I get to write a fun word. So we've gotten through the stand. We're up to the N. We've spied our enemy. We've tapped on the Y. We're giving attention to detail. This right here is where you need pizzazz. And you can spell that with one Z or two Z's, pizzazz. Doesn't really care. It's very creative. This is where you get to sprinkle in the fun. This is where you want me to say, oh, look in the links. I have exactly what you need to do. But you know your child, I don't. You know the materials that you have around your house, I don't. You need to lean into, you've already identified what it is that they need to work on. And you have them go do something else, like fold laundry or walk the dog or do some online games, while you look at how can you make this learning of this concept, whatever it is, how can you make it fun? You want to bring it to life in crazy fun ways. Maybe what you've decided is that you're going to do a week of math fact mastery, and you're going to call it a boot camp, and it's just going to be fun. So you go to the dollar store and you get camouflage streamers and balloons and tablecloths, and you get little dog tags, and they're the people, why can't recruits, and you're the drill sergeant, and you can get a whistle, and you can play math games, and you can do math puzzles and all kinds of math things together. But you want to add the pizzazz, because remember, they lost the joy, right? The light is going out. So when you identify something that's big and overwhelming, and now you know why they need to do it, and you're working on the foundations of the different things that they need to learn, you want to mix in some magic. And the way that you mix in the pizzazz and the magic is to go after the senses. Ears. You want to try to find goofy, funny songs about whatever it is that they're learning. Oh, there are songs about mean, median, and mode. There are songs about multiplication that will drive you crazy and will stick in their head. There are songs about taxonomy and history timelines and Bible verses and anything. You can find silly songs about it. So you want to find music to be playing in the background or to be playing as you start your adventure each day. You want to be going for the eyes. You want to be going for decorations and backdrops and posters and pictures. Picture books are really good for this. You can go to the library and check out every single book that you can find on multiplication. There are children's books with pictures about multiplication. I know, because I found them and I had them all over the place. You can find picture books on science and history and art and music and all those things. Those are powerful. You can get pictures or create slideshows of things that you find online. Go for the eyes. Movies, documentaries, YouTube videos. You do these things, all of these things. Pizzazz requires company. So it's not a notebook that you hand your child that they go do on their own. This is pizzazz. You do it together. This is where you pull out your silly shoes and you wear goofy shoes and goofy clothes and you do your hair funky, and don't worry about what your child thinks of you. The weirder you can be, the better. And what you're looking to do is to take this concept that was overwhelming and frustrating and confusing, and then you're infusing their senses with factory overload while they build that foundation and while they get excited about it. So in order for that to happen, you've got to put on your silly hat. You've got to put on your silly face. You even have to sometimes use crazy voices, because you need to throw your kids off their normal thing, their normal tilt, so that they can allow what happens when they laugh, when they're surprised. These things that they're learning get much deeper into their memory because it has this strange aspect to it that helps it hook better. So you want to touch their ears with silly songs, their eyes with cool stuff to look at. You also want to try to find ways to eat it. Is there a way to eat the math? Oh, you can add, subtract, multiply, and divide, all kinds of good, tasty treats. Get weird stuff, though, for them to eat so that it's not just their normal eggs and toast, but get some fun, funky snacks. See if you can Google online math snack about fractions. Oh, there's tons. Math snacks about percentages, and look for ways to bring it to their mouth. And then pizzazz. I lost my train of thought, but pizzazz, you want to add the fun, you want to add the excitement, you want to add the music and all of these things, because the fun factor will help push away the confusion. This will, just as a side note, this takes some time and effort on your part. You're going to actually have to do some research. You're going to have to pull from your craft boxes and maybe things in your garage or your attic. You may need to go to the thrift store. You may need to go to the dollar store, or even place an order on Amazon, depending on what it is that you are teaching your child. Hands-on kits, hands-on models. There's so much that you can do to help bring these things to life. I will pause and say, if you're stuck, you're really stuck, and you know what it is that they're confused about, but you don't have any ideas about how to make it fun, my name is Becky. I love this stuff. Email me at abetterwaytohomeschool@gmail.com. Put in the subject line something like "help me make fractions fun," and then tell me what's going on in the body of the paragraph, and we'll see what we can come up with together. But spy the enemy, tap on the why, attention to detail, add the pizzazz, and next we'll talk about dedicate.